Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Garlic Bread, and today I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Still trying to get all of these, still trying to go further into France, but at the same time I'm trying to do one country at a time, and I really don't know what to do. That is too far. Kind of want something short, not 20-hour drive. Magnesium, that sounds interesting, but I'm surely not going to do a 17-hour drive. Shock absorbers, 16 tons in them. What do they need 16 tons for in Sweden? Oh my god. Must be building a house or something. 22 hours, no. 46 hours, no. 19, 24. A lot of these are a lot. Diesel, 24 tons of diesel. Do they use diesel in Norway? No, it's not. It won't be in Norway, right? Yeah, no, it's in the United Kingdom. Wow. Yeah, no, that ain't just not gonna happen. Excavator. No, I need something like 9 miles or less. So I guess what we can do is go by distance route. Actually, let's do. Yeah, there you go. So this is the 4 minutes. No, can't do. That's just outrageous. 1 minute, really? 1 minute? Yeah, we're gonna take 16 tons of sausages. That's gonna be interesting. That's a lot of sausages. Okay, that's just, why do they want 16 tons of sausages in Germany? That just calls for respiratory recipe for disaster. Alright, tires, no. I mean, that's 4 hours. Just something low. Damn, 16 tons of disinfectant. What do they need 16 tons of disinfectant for in Denmark? No, not in Denmark. In Norway. Good God. See, Ebola outbreak. Oh, too soon. Coal, 7 hours. 17 tons of carrots. Jesus. The only thing I don't like about that is the ferry ride. And it's only land distance is only 18 miles. There's what, 13 hours. 13 is too much. 2 hours. Again with the sausages. Oh my god. I think that will be our best bet is that just everything else just seems just ridiculous. Alright, where was it? That was the coal. That was 14 tons. 14 tons. That's just crazy. Can we find like any that doesn't chicken meat? 24 tons of chicken meat. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's just a little outrageous. Somebody really likes their chicken. Trying to see if I can find any that does not need that I need to take a ferry. I found. Oh, there we go. That's 7 minutes. That's just not gonna do. I really don't want to take a ferry. 2 hours. That's just too quick. Let's see here. 2 hours, 4 hours. Well, how about this yacht? No, it's a ferry. Of course it will be a ferry. Why would it not be? Plastic film rolls. That's just interesting. Reflective posts. 10 tons of those. Yeah, because we really do need those. That's actually 2 hours. That would have been good if it wasn't 2 hours. If it was just a little bit more than that. then I probably would have taken it 5 hours, 14 tons of milk, but that is also a ferry. I just don't want anything with ferries today. I just don't really want to. Empty pellets. That's a ferry. Everything's a ferry. Ferry, 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 ferry. They don't want you to drive anymore. 4 hours, potatoes. But we've already been there. Ooh, wow, caviar. 14 tons of it. That is actually pretty interesting. Oh my god, this is just cottage cheese. Let's do that. Let's do cottage cheese. That is actually 6 hours. Or should we do wheat? Cottage cheese or wheat? 18 tons to 29 tons. I mean, either way, we're going from Switzerland to Australia for the cottage cheese, or we're going from Germany to Poland. Yeah, let's just do wheat just because we can then get this road uncovered. So let's take this job, and we'll be driving a Scavia. It's a Scavia, everybody. It's a Scavia. Sounds like you're saying it's a scab. I'm driving a scab. So hope everybody's weekend went well. Mine did. I enjoyed a couple of live streams with the group that I was in. That was pretty fun. I won a free game of Borders 2. So that was really fun. Haven't played it yet. Don't know if I will put in my stream. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's put this in gear. Actually, let's put this in first gear, shall we? Ooh, and it's actually American Truck one. That is how I like it. I like these. Interesting. Wow, that is just so awesome. Finally being able to drive one of these in this kind of in Euro Truck, even though I've been driving a lot in American Truck Simulator, but I haven't had a pleasure to meet one of these yet, and I really want to. Alright, so let's jump in the cab. Let's take off our parking brake, and let's... Really? We stall? Really? Is that heavy? Maybe it's just that heavy. Wow, that was weird. So, we're single axle, aren't we? Yeah, we're single axle. That's kind of messed up, but oh well. Now, the only thing I gotta get used to is I gotta get used to making sure I'm driving on the right side of the road here. Because that is definitely be something to get used to. So, oh, don't crash here, don't crash, we just took down that sign. Oh well, they didn't need that sign. They did not need that sign. Alright, let's put it in neutral. I said neutral, thank you. And the truck stop. But anyway, so yeah, I did some live streaming. So that was pretty interesting. And I did another live stream, what was it, Monday? I did a live stream Monday, and unfortunately, because I totally forgot about the copyrights for songs and stuff, Twitch actually muted my audio because of the song that I was playing. So that's just horrible. But it is on my Twitch. I did not upload it to YouTube, but it is on my Twitch form. So you can just go there and find out. Take a look at it, play your own music. And next time if I do play the music, it will be it'll probably be really low so they can't pick it up, unfortunately. I forgot what's the speed limit here. Oh, it's 31. So that is the thing. But yeah, so it's there, and I plan to do another live stream next Monday, 5 p.m. Central Time, I think. Yeah, I think Central Time. So yeah, that went all good, and then I had to go to work. That was exciting. I had a Princess Day on Monday, that's why I was able to do it, and I know this is I'm so back on my videos, that's why I'm like, I gotta get videos out to you guys today, and oh my god, I forgot what, okay, so, that is what's going on. But yeah, it's a beautiful Wednesday. Like I said, I know I'm late. This is supposed to have went out Monday, but it's going out today because that's just what I do. I don't know. So it's going out, and I got the train sim that was ready out because that was the live stream I decided to do, because I couldn't do both. I couldn't do a live stream, do ETS and do Train Simulator on Monday, and it just got too late that I couldn't even do none of them on Monday. Come on, turn, you piece of bologna sausage. Time I picked up my wife from work, it was late. We got home and we were just tired as we were beat all to hell. So yeah. Alright, we gotta get off here. Well, not get off, but we gotta get onto this entrance ramp over here. So yeah, and then Tuesday I worked until 4, and then it just didn't make any sense for me to for me to go home just to go back in an hour. Not even an hour, it was like a half an hour, and that was with traffic, so it was like there was no point. And then got home and it was just crazy. Let's look at this trailer again. Oh my god, that's an amazing trailer. It literally dwarfs the Scandinavia. That's amazing. Alright, so let's shift to 8th here, because that is what we do. So it's an 8-hour run. 8 hours. Hopefully I can do it a little less than that, what I'm hoping. But only if it will permit. We will go into this other lane here. If this car will watch what I'm doing. I nearly crushed him to death. I forgot, what are we hauling again? What is it? It'd be so weird if we're hauling sausages. We are hauling 29 tons a week. Which I guess it goes with the trailer. At least it's not 29 tons of sausages. You see a sausage just hanging out the back, flapping in the breeze, saying hello to everybody, going down the coastal highway. That'd be quite awkward. I would not know what to say in that situation. Would not know what to say. I'll be just looking at my wife, be like, am I dreaming? Like, you seeing what I'm seeing, right? You seeing that? So it's just, oh my god, it's just crazy. Yeah, enough about sausages. I'm talking about too much about sausages here. Let's talk about wheat. So, have you got your Wheaties this morning? Because apparently I haven't. I've been talking about sausages.
Oh my god, if I hear sausages one more time, you're dead. I'm out.
Let's talk about cottage cheese. There you go. What's about that cottage cheese here? I heard that's awesome in this state. Oh, good God. Gotta love that. Gotta love it. So yeah, that was Monday and Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. Got the girls' nails trimmed, and they got checked out and all that. So everything is good on that end. And then very shortly we're gonna go for a checkup that needs to be done. But unfortunately, like I said, I really gotta catch up on my videos, and I can't do my videos while I'm at the doctor. So I'm gonna do one now, so I don't have to wait until I get back and it's like 4 o'clock, and then don't have time or whatever. So my plan is to do this what I'm doing now, do this video, and then have it upload to the channel so you guys can watch it when I'm out, and then when I come back, I'll finish the rest of my videos for Monday. Or well, no, this will complete Monday. So the rest of my channels Tuesday and today. And but doing good, you know, enjoying life, really, and doing good. So, but that is what's going on. Looks like we're gonna stay to the right, I guess it looks like, unless this is a what is the word I'm looking for? Unless this is like a unless that is a gas station or like a rest area, then I don't see the point of me doing that. But it does not look like it, so that is good. It's just how the lanes are. So yeah, we're speeding just a little bit, trying to make up just a little bit of time and such. I got good news with ATS, but I will not announce it in here. I will keep both of them separate now. So ATS news and all that will stay with ATS, and Euro Truck news and everything will stay in ETS. But I will mention it, you know, either one. Speeding offense, yeah, you know, I will mention it in both these videos so you guys know what's coming up. And you know, and then guys, you can, you know, then when that video does go out, you can watch it and know what the news is if you haven't heard it already. So that's always the good part. You better watch it, Volkswagen, because this is 29 tons of wheat that you just don't want to die by the hands of. Because that'll be interesting to put that on your grave, on your tombstone, is death by wheat. That would just be crazy. Look at that, another Scavia. Oh, but that's a double axle. See, I think we have a little bit more power if we would have had a double axle. But it is all groovy. It is all groovy. So that is, anyway, so that is the plan, is to keep ATS, Euro Truck, and all that. So there is no confusing on you know, whatever the case may be, it won't be confusing at all. And that is my plan. My other plan is to maybe, like on a weekend, do a video comparing these two games together. And what I mean by that is like doing a video like this. I just won't be talking in it, but doing just a short little run like this, comparing them, you know, talking about the pros and cons to each one, just a little more. I already know I did one, but just a little more in depth about it, and I think it'll just make a lot more sense seeing it and comparing them both side to side, instead of have to click on one video, look at that one, and then exit that one and go look at the, you know, the other game. So that is that. But my live stream is doing well, actually. You know, I want to thank everybody in the Xnon network for accepting me and for sending me a shout out and an invite earlier for me to join their group. You know, I know I haven't met everybody there, but the people I have met, I met about a dozen or baker's dozen of people, and they're just it's just a fun crowd. It is. I haven't met anybody that gets easily offended, so that's always good. And you know, everybody's just here to have time, support each other, you know, and be there also for each other for any questions or anything. So that's always a plus for me, and that is also what I'm looking for, because when I do go further into gaming and these live streams and stuff, you know, I want those type of people, excuse me, that I can sit there and play with. Get back on the road, Eric. That I can sit there and play with and have fun and joke around and, you know, and all that, and not have to worry about, well, you know, does this person get my jokes? Is this person offended by it? You know, I mean, yeah, it can happen through the views, but you know, you guys can easily just skip over it, you know, or whatever. But when you're playing, you can't, you know, there's no skipping over it. This might turn into one lane, I really don't know, maybe not. So, which is actually quite crazy. So there's no exit. There's no exit. There's only a entrance, and there's an exit, but the opposite direction. Fuel. We don't need fuel. We are good on fuel. I already know we will be good on rest, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's just how it is. And so, you know, guys, if you're watching this video, once again, guys, I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me. It really does. And you know, that's what's going on. Just going down life. It is cold. Oh my God, it is cold today. It actually finally feels like winter. Finally. And I really don't know if I got my lights on or not. Is that sad? Yes, I do. Okay. And it actually feels like winter. Finally. It's not crazy, you know, blistery, all that, but it definitely does feel like winter finally. And that just amazes me. Yay, the loan. I'm really trying to work out this loan thing. I'm really trying to get it down and everything, but you know, I'm going back between 2 games, so I'm trying to keep it all straight. But I'm really trying to, you know, get these loans down so they don't take so much. Don't get me wrong, it's not as much as ATS. ATS, I think I only got 2 loans out, 400,000 and 100,000, which is the max of 500,000, and I'm topping about 9,000 to taking out a day, guys. Unfortunately, they didn't do a month like I was hoping for, so it is a day. And I wanted to test to see if they do it all at once, like they don't do in your truck, or if they do it by the time that you took it out, which just makes it easier for you, so you don't have this big giant lump sum coming out every time at this amount of time. You know, it's better to take out $1,000, you know, at 1 o'clock than at 7 o'clock. You know, take out $200, and then, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, take out, you know, 3,000 for the bigger loan. So it definitely does. It definitely does help. But I don't know if American Truck Sim does that, and that is what I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying not to crash. That is what I'm trying not to do here. Not so much crash, tip over. So, oh wow, and just when I get into this lane, it's like, nope, you ain't gonna do it. Whoa, can we turn a little more sharp? Thank you. So that is what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I just got 2 loans, and I mean, and plus probably the interest is higher. I know the interests are higher in American Truck than it is in your truck. But I got 2 loans, and I'm taking out about close to what's being taken out here, and I know I got quite a few. I think I got like 4 loans, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I don't quite remember. Well, I guess this is not the time that I thought. So I gotta end it here, guys, because I gotta go, and I will put it up later. Alright. So, yeah, I was gonna go, but I decided not to, you know. So we are continuing on with our journey at 56 miles an hour. It's a lovely warp speed. Warp speed. What I really hope is I really hope that this American trailer does not crash the game, because I do have a little bit of sporadic game crashes now and again, and it tends to be when I go into or near cities, not even into, it happens even before I hit the cities, so that is never good, and I still don't know what mod is causing it, and it's not like it's every time, it's like once in a while, so I don't know what mod it is, but it's a mod that's creating it, and I'm safely assuming it's something that changes often, because like I said, it's not every time. So I don't have no map DLC, so I know it's not I know it's not that, but it either be has to be a trailer. I don't have no winter mod anymore, or I don't have no traffic AI difference, so no, it's not that. So it has to be a trailer, and I'm just trying to figure out which trailer it is. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So, but everything else is doing good. Enjoying life, enjoying this cold weather that we're finally having. Old man winter is finally showing his ugly face, as you can say, and even though we still, spring is gonna hit normally, we're not gonna have 6 weeks of more winter, but something tells me we will have, in a way, a wet and milder spring. Now the only question is, what would that give us for summer? That is the question. Is will it give us a wet and mild summer, or will it give us a cold summer? Because if I'm not mistaken, the milder the winter, the hotter the summer, or something like that. I know it's something, but then at the same time, you got to think about it. Well, if that's the case, because then it's the same thing for winter. The hotter the summer, the milder the winter. Well, if that happens, how that means nothing's gonna change. On the theory of people say that history repeats itself, so if history repeats itself, and the milder the winters, that means the milder the summers, and the milder the summers, that means the next winter after that will be even milder than the last one. Eventually, we're going to be reaching 120 degrees during the summer without the heat index, and 70 degrees during the winter. That doesn't make sense, Eventually, something in the weather system is going to have to change for it to go back to a regular winter, as it is, or something like that, or like the milder the summer, the colder the winter, kind of thing. So now that makes sense. Okay, hotter the summer, colder the winter. Okay, because then that changes, and then colder the winter, whatever. But that kind of makes sense to me. But I'm no weatherman. So let's do an update here. We are 3 hours and 40 minutes to our destination. 140 more miles to go. So we are getting there slowly but surely. Let's not squish that car over there. Once again, we don't need gas. We don't need vests because we don't have more than enough of it. I would safely assume. Let's look, and that's it. So there's actually a new game that just got released, and it really reminds me of what is the word I'm looking for? Of The Long Dark. It really reminds me of that. Oh crap. Okay, I guess maybe I wanna slow down just a little bit. It really does remind me of that. and just like the map portion, the map is really similar to the long dark map, and this bus is just not letting me in, so that is just fantastic. So that is that is what I noticed, though, and apparently you're in a mountain somewhere, and I don't know quite the gist. I don't know the whole idea of why you're there. It's not because of a plane crash or anything. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's pretty much the title of the game, and that is the Fire Watch. So pretty much you're in a group of people that watch these fire, for any fires and stuff like that. But it's not just that. It's like you go on missions and you explore things, but in a way you can communicate with with somebody else, a female, through a walkie-talkie, but you don't really you never see them or see her. The game is in first-person view, and depends on the angle of the camera. If I'm not mistaken, you can see shoes. The hand is always sticking out with the with the radio. I don't know how legit that would be, because I just don't see anybody walking in the wilderness with their hand sticking out with the walkie-talkie with it, but that's how they have it, and that's pretty much it. You don't see anything else. Like I said, it just got released to Steam, and that is at $17.99. So I might get it, I may not, I don't know yet. At the same time, so far, Long Dark is still supposed to be launched March 1st. So I'm really stoked about that. I really hope that it gets launched March 1st. I haven't seen any more posts or threads about it. So since the last one of them stating that March 1st is the last one, so that is what's going on. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I forgot where we're going again. That's sad, but we got 2 hours doing 55 miles an hour. But yeah, and actually we gotta turn off here, so we will make sure we are good. Turn off our signals as we are going down, 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 baby. Oh, seen a radio, boom, boom, baby. Now we will slow down here, just due to the fact that we just do not want to flip over, because we really need this money here. So we should be good as we're topping 50 and leave off the gas here. Let it coast. Alright, kick it back, go down to 10th. Looks like this lane will not close, so we can stay in 10th and then kick on cruise control. But something tells me this lane probably will end. It'll either end or it'll turn into an exit. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on. Like I said, just really can't wait. Don't know about that game though. Borderlands 2, like I said, I probably will play, but it probably will be off camera until I get a feel of it and see if it's worthy for a slot in my already tight schedule. Because unfortunately I don't have time to do three videos a day. Unfortunately, two is enough for me, anyways. And it's sometimes it's a little hairy, but I know with 2 videos the next day or something, I have time to do it. But like right now, I got this video for Monday, I got the 2 yesterday, and I got 2 today. So that's 5 videos I got to put out by the end of today. You know, and then not to mention the little stuff I got to do at the house cleaning, all that good stuff. So it is definitely, you know, definitely keeps me on my toes. And we're gonna start slowing down here because this guy is, and it is raining. Fantastic, gotta love the rain. Let's see, can we go right here? So we will be coming off right, as we will be turning on our turn signals. I like to turn my turn signals on early. Ooh, wow, it's really kind of coming down. But that's just me. Just, I mean, I like to do it in general in real life, just so other cars know that I'm trying to get in, instead of turning it in, you know, turning it on when you're already in the lane. That's just pointless to me. Or turn it on and then the second merge. That's just not enough time. You know, in real life, you don't know that person may or may not be paying attention, and like this guy, and oh my god, let's just see. That's the one thing I hate, though. That's the one thing I wish they would change, is the speed limit. Not so much the speed limit, the AI. They just, as soon as it goes to 25, it just slam on brakes. You know, and unfortunately, you don't know that it's turning 25 because you are behind them. You don't see that speed limit sign. And by the time, you know, I mean, unless you have, like, you know, crazy amount of, I'm gonna hit him. Jesus Christ. Unless you have, like, you know, 3 football field space between you and that person, you know, you're not gonna see it. So by the time when he slows down because of that, you ain't gonna see it. And then he's gonna start slowing down, and you're gonna get closer and closer to him, and it's just a disaster. So what I do wish is they would add a delay onto these AIs when the speed limit drops. You know, maybe like an extra 10-15 seconds, or you know, have the AI slow down before the speed limit. You know, not just an instant from going from 55 to 25. You know, have it slowly go down. You know, have the AI go down to, like, you know, 45, then maybe, you know, 35, and then to 25. You know, just gradually slow down, so it's not just an automatic, you know, death-defying, you know, not death-defying, but, you know, just stopping, you know, that, you know, you're looking for an accident. And that's the thing. That's why I do it in real life too, is, you know, that one second, and then you merge, especially if you don't have that much of a time, you know, much of a space. You know, the person behind you may not be paying attention. They might be doodling on their phone. They might be talking to their kids, or changing the radio station, or, you know, doing whatever. They may not see that you have merged in. They may not see your blinking lights. You know, or your blinking light. You know, and that's the problem. So, you know, they're not paying attention. You merge you merge in front of them, and then there might be, you know, cars stopped ahead of you, or, you know, there might be a red light, or whatever the case may be, that cause you to stop quickly. They're not going to see it until it's too late, and then they may hit you or run you. So that is why I like to just give it space. Just plain and simple, give it space. You know, that's what I do. So that's why I like to give them more than enough time, so they know that I am trying to turn into their, you know, into their area, or into their lane. And then especially, I especially do it to 18-wheelers. I give more than enough room. I give about a good football field space before I merge into the lane, and I turn on the turn signal, right when I'm passing the driver door, just so when I go past him, he'll see the turn signal because I will be going past him, and then he'll know that I want to merge in to his lane, and then he can either slow it down or be prepared. And I have to say, I think that's one of the most biggest scares I think of all time from a truck driver, is seeing someone passing you and praying and hoping that something does not happen. Even more when they merge, when they cut you off or cut you close or cut you short, whatever the word you want to say onto it, that they don't give you enough space, and God forbid they gotta stop fast, or you gotta, or not so much, they gotta stop fast, and then you slam on your brakes and you can't stop in time, or God forbid you can't, you find out that you have no air. Which, don't get me wrong, technology nowadays have stopped that running away train, so to speak, effect. With the air, once air is lost, if it's a complete loss of air quickly, you will your brakes will lock up. No matter if you're doing 5 miles an hour or if you're doing 100 miles an hour, your brakes will just lock up. Now, if it's a slow leak and the air your tanks are losing air over time, then of course you will have your idiot lights telling you that you have low air. And if I'm not mistaken, once you get past about, I think, 40 or 55 psi in your tanks, and you don't do anything. And what I mean by that is, because you can't shut off you can't shut it off. There is no shut off valve. And so the only way you can do is you have to pull off on the side of the road and stop and fix it yourself. And if you don't, then once it falls below a certain point, which I think the alarm turns on at 60, and I think the failure pressure is like 40. Once you hit that, then it turns on. It uses all the air that's left to put on the brakes. And the reason for that is because if you run the tanks dry completely, then you will have no air. You will have no air to stop the truck or hold the truck once you do stop. So they use whatever is left in the in the tanks, and then they apply that to the to your what's the word I'm looking for? To the brake, so you can sadly, and I mean, it can be erupting, and you can probably think, well, that's dangerous. Why would the air brakes just kick on? But yeah, it's dangerous, but if the driver is paying attention, that will never happen. But it is there just in case if that driver does not pay attention. In a way, you gotta consider it as save one, kind of like hurt one life to save millions. You know what I'm saying? So, in a way, it's saying, rather have the driver get hurt, by it tipping over or jackknifing, than having it be a runaway 18-wheeler and then it crashing, and going through buildings or running over people. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the headache. So that's the thing, is rather hit or rather hurt one person than than have the have it go screaming out of control and crashing, and it's just outrageous. It's crazy. Alright guys, so we are here. Well, that is where we are. We are here. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Thanks to you for telling me. As we're gonna kick it in the 5th here. Alright. Alright, so we're almost done here. We're gonna kick it back in the 6th. Deliver this trailer. Looks like we are good on the trailer. It did not crash. So that's always good. Now we're gonna start slowing down, kick it back into 5th. Slow down again, kick it into 4th. Alright, let's put on our 4 ways here. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Alright. Alright, let's look at our alright, this should be good. Alright, just want to check. Wow. Let's see here. Nope, the other way. Alright. Nope. Still kind of got a jackknife it now. Alright. There you go. Getting there. Alright. Let's get this in line here. Alright. Reverse. Should be able to do this with no problem now. Oh, too much. Too much. That is why I always think you can always over correct in backing up a trailer like I pretty much did here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know why this is still going backwards, but it should not be going backwards. You know what? That is where we're gonna leave it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. Reasonable, that's bullcrap. Wow, that is really bullcrap. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.